scholarship fund, but today I'm not pressed about that. But I would ask that when we meet together the next time, that we will have a sacrificial offering for those kids. Even for kids that's going to school for the first time. And hopefully they'll be going to, and a lot of them will be going to our schools, our CME schools, like Miles, Phillips School of Theology, Lane, Texas. Um, and we have one more, I'm trying to think of what it is right now. But a lot of these students will be going to our schools. So if you can support them, support them. And it's just that's just one of my big pet peeves. We got to help these kids because a lot of, like, for example, like the Christian Fellowship that I'm president of up in Russell Temple. That's all we do. All we do is raise money. We raise money so that we can give kids scholarships. No, we can't. We don't raise enough money to just give them a full ride, but we can at least get them a book or something, you know. So just put that on. Just think about that, and then the next time we come together, hopefully you'll be able to give something to the minister spouses and that scholarship. They also have a scholarship for us ministers too now, but that's neither here nor there. I don't know, but yeah, that right there, and I guess with that being said, I guess I'll go and I'll mention that yesterday we had our district conference, and our district conference basically dealt with three things. Bread for the world. We, as a church, we are trying to do our part to end hunger in the world. As you know, things have kind of run into a couple roadblocks due to the administration at hand right now, but nevertheless, it's not going to stop our efforts to. I mean, we live in a country where we just have so much. We have so much, and I'm not trying to get political on you or nothing like that, but Jesus said, "If you love me, feed my sheep." Well, they may not all be Christians, but they all God's creation. And the truth be told, if we don't look out for them, what kind of Christians are we? What does our faith mean? And like I say, this is a faith journey, and I ain't really trying to preach right now, but this is a faith journey, and sometimes we just have to step out on faith. No, we don't see it. It may not be in our bank accounts right now. It may not be in our food cupboards right now. But we walk by faith, not by sight. Trust me. And I'm going to testify to this. And I really believe that God, like he said, he will supply all you need according to his riches and glory through Christ Jesus. He makes a couple promises in the Bible, and I'm sorry, I just haven't seen him fail me yet. He says, bring my tithes and offering into the storehouse. This is just one example. Bring my tithes and offering into the storehouse, that my house might have meat, and prove me your rich. If I don't open up the windows of heaven and pour you out a blessing, you will have room to receive. I will say this much. I was not always a tithe. But when I sat back and I thought about it, what is 10 cents out of a dollar? If I'm standing in a line and I'm short 10 cents, 9 times out of 10, I can roll to the brother behind me and ask him, man, can I borrow a dime? And he give me a dime. The 10 cents don't mean nothing, but I tell you what, by giving him that 10 cents, no matter how bad things look, I'm sorry, I just ain't never been broke. I ain't never been broke, and things have always worked out for me. I get blessings that I just don't feel I should have. Prime example is that one sitting right there. I was a tither when I prayed for her. I was a tither when God gave it to me. I had to work for her now. She cost me more than the tithe. But still, I won't complain about that. But nevertheless, like I say, I'll talk more about the bread for the world later on. And then we had a session that was talking about our health as far as the people who are in our congregation. The bottom line is, and I've always said this, and my mom always told me this. That's why I say it, because my mama told me. But she says that if you don't take care of yourself, you can't do nothing for nobody else. You can't. And that's true, because honestly and truthfully, you can't give what you ain't got. And if you don't have health and strength, then you really ain't got much to do work with, to help anybody with. You know, they say, just like when you're in a plane, they say when that mask comes down, put the mask on yourself first. Don't worry about the kids later. Because if you mess around and try to put them on the kids, 9 times out of 10, you're going to pass out anyway, and just both y'all going to go. So you got to take care of yourself first. And that's one of those things that we were talking about yesterday at district conference. We need to start taking better care of our health. Especially us as men, we need to go through our screening. And we need to take our medicine the way that the doctor says we're supposed to take them. Not the way we want to take them, but the way the doctor's supposed to take them. And until we get to that point where we can take ourselves and and maintain ourselves in a healthy fashion, there's not too much more we can do for others. We won't have the energy and the strength to go out and evangelize like we ought to be doing. So therefore we need, as a congregation, we need, as a church, as a people of God, we need to take care of ourselves. And not only that, by taking care of ourselves, that is a testimony to the greatness of our God. He looks out for his people. So, and then the last one is, the last guy, well, the last presentation was mainly for us men. We'll get to that later date, but it was for the ministry. It was from the ministry to men. Our district leader got up and spoke. Christ is kept. I'm your leader for zone 2. So I've been slacking myself, but we need to step up our game as far as our ministry to men goes. Right? And basically that was our district meeting yesterday. And it was a good meeting. The presentations were good. I hope the next time we have one that we have a couple of participants from our church. And with that being said, oh, wow, I got it. You got me all messed up. You got me all messed up. Let's not forget to pray for our sick and our shut-in, like Brother Bob and Sister Peggy, Sister Bell, and not necessarily our sick and shut-in, but our aliens, like Sister Bessie. Let's continue to pray for them. And am I forgetting something? I know what I'm forgetting. I'm forgetting. Let's continue to support Sister Bessie in her actually this is our church's ministry. This is our outreach. Bread box. Bread box. I'm stuck on saying bread basket, but bread box. I'm gonna remember that. I'm gonna remember the bread box because we don't get them no more. We don't have bread boxes no more. We used to have a bread box, and by the time you put the bread in it, and by the time you went back to finish the bread, it was molded. I remember the bread boxes. I do. My grandma had one. My mama had one. So I remember the bread boxes. And let's not forget our missionaries, the Pure Bible ministry. And say, I got the trash can out there. Well, we have the can out there in the vestibule, along with the box for Sister Brown. We ask you to just continue to support that. And wow, am I forgetting something? Yes, Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Next time. I'm gonna remember this time. I'm sorry. I apologize for the last time, but I'm gonna remember this time. I'm sorry. I'm gonna know that. Let me see where is it at. And we'll do to make a note when you don't know. You don't know where you put the note at. Right. Okay, I can pray for me. Okay. I have down here on May the 10th at 4 o'clock. May the 10th at 4 o'clock. We will be having church conference. That's not right? That's right? And I guess it was a good thing that we didn't have it last time because a lot of folks would have been boycotting me. It was like there's nobody here hardly. So. But I did forget. I apologize. But I marked it down right here. May 10th, 4 o'clock. Here at the church, we will have church conference. And I hope all department heads, all jury heads would please have their reports ready. And with that being said, I think I'm done and I think I ate up enough time. Anything? Anything, anybody? Okay, I'm finished. Thank you, church. You're welcome. I didn't hear. Come forward. Good morning.
First, give honor to our Lord and our Savior, Christ, Pastor Reverend Phillips, all the house, this house, and honor. Bishop guys, a couple Sundays ago, but we were thinking about it. So we're so glad to be back in the house. I guess we'll be doing the offer. This will be our very excited offer, video to our offer for the national scholarship. With the last one, we'll do for the but if you want to do like scholarship, do the rest of it.
Yeah. That's the scholarship. Okay. When you speak about the scholarship, that's the scholarship for that. And then, like I said, the next I don't want to explain that on them. So, next time we meet, I would ask that you bring an offering for that scholarship for a ministry scholarship. Yes, sir. As long as you mark it, I guess. Let them know.
Okay, so we will do it. We might offer it. So let us pray. We have a Father, we thank you for the office out of school. We hope that you right here, my blessed and mighty way.
Amen.
Now we would like to recognize birthdays for the month of April. April days, I know that's the house. This was
I celebrated my 30th on the 27th. I celebrated my 27th. Turned hers around. I celebrated my 7th. That's on the line. I am. Thank God I'm here.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, everybody. Happy birthday to you. May God bless you. May God bless you. May God bless you. May God bless you. Amen. And when you know,
Right. All things come of thee.
all things are made whole. And the
My grandmother Ruby was also on the 15th resolution.
Oh, I know you were going to do that like this. Okay, my son was on the 10th, and my opponent was on the 9th.
Some says have a mutual correct God.
Amen.
close to the hill, see my
Okay. He said, I had to wait for Sister Brown to shut down because you never know. Sister Evans and Sister Brown, they shut down, but Sister Brown didn't shut down, so I didn't get up. We got an afternoon program. So, I'm gonna do my best to hit this and quit it.